on for me, your NBT. What kind of confidence now do you guys come in facing a great team like Maryland's?
Man, we got great confidence. Obviously we had a great week last weekend, and we were happy about the win. We got to celebrate and everything like that. But this is what we wanted for ourselves at the beginning of the year, anyway. So we was prepared for this. So we're looking to come in and not only get one win, but still a couple at least. So we definitely excited. We're coming to go as far as we can.
Your many years in tournament experience, being able to win games, experience of losing games in the tournament, what makes or breaks out of these kind of high stakes games?
I think my first year came down to one possession. Second year came down to one possession. It's really, a possession game. Every possession is important in the tournament. So if you could focus in on each possession and then just lock in on the minor details, I think that's what gets teams over the top. Not focusing on the next game or what's happening 10 minutes from now, just focusing on each moment in that moment. So yeah, that's the most important part, I feel like.
Coach Drew says you guys last year played your best basketball it seems, and you guys have a high confidence level and high connectedness in heading into the most important start to the season, but also playing your best.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is the best time to have that feel, to play our best. So this is the most important time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And I think that was the mindset we had this year, through all the adversity, little ups and downs, injuries, and different stuff like that. But, we're definitely excited, and we got the most confidence going into this weekend.
You guys come in as an underdog in this one.
Yep.
It's not the first time you've been there. How much does that motivate you guys to just play that better, harder, whatever?
We come in as underdog to everybody else, but to us, it's just another team. They've lost, they ain't undefeated, so they're a beatable team. Just like we're a beatable team. So if we go in there with what we know we can do and control what we control, I think we'll definitely come out with a victory. So that's what we're looking at right now.
JaKobe, anything in particular last week that made you feel like you guys were playing better than you had all season?
It was just good to have our full team back. We got Jan back, so that was good. And just being able to compete at the highest level. Tournament times it's always a little bit more, just flowing a little bit more when the tournament time comes around. So, I was just excited to see us compete and go out there and win all those games and, get the championship back. And so that was exciting. So, going into this, just the same mentality.
When you watch Maryland, do they remind you stylistically or ability-wise of anyone you guys have played already this year?
They kind of play similar to Georgia, haven't played this year. I thought we didn't really do a good job against Georgia, just execute on the little stuff. But we're a much better team since we played Georgia. They got two bigs that are pretty good, and they got guards that can shoot. And so I think that seeing their kind of style of play is similar. But at the end of the day, we got to respect them for who they are. They was in the Big Ten championship. They got a lot of good dudes in their team. So we just got to go in there and know ourselves and be the best we can be, and then compete. That's just what it is. Once and more. That's the most important thing about the tournament. Once and more.
What have you learned so far about those bigs and how that matchup's going to be?
Say it one more time.
What have you learned about their two bigs and how that matchup's going to be?
Yeah, they got a good 4-man. I'm pretty sure, as everybody knows, and they got a good big man, a 5-man as well. So it's an exciting matchup. It's good to see and get to compete against those guys. But it's a team game. So we got to focus on 5v5 and focus on the team and what we can do. And I'm gonna do what I can to control what I control and go in there and play my game. And everybody else is gonna do the same on the team. And if we all do that together, it's gonna be exciting.
I know the job's not over yet, but how cool is it to go back to back to back?
It's exciting, man. I wasn't on the previous GCU teams, but myself, this is my 4th year going to the tournament. So for me, that's just a blessing, honestly. Going into college, going to one tournament is a blessing. So getting to 4 of them is just you can't ask for a better career than that. So for me, for myself, I'm definitely happy and excited. And but for me, I wanted to get past that first weekend. That's the only thing I haven't got to do in tournament. So getting past this first weekend, and then up from there, it's up. We can shock the world. So that's what I'm looking forward towards.
What have you done defensively from getting senior and now as coach? Brave how much you agree on defensively.
Yeah, I think coming in, just learning the style, learning not only the offensive style but the defensive style of team. It's a little bit different than what I was used to before. So just getting adjusted to that. But Drew is been in my ear all year, just about little things on the defensive end, rebounding, being aggressive on the offensive end, taking the shots that I usually take. We just had a good tandem and just talking to each other throughout the year. And I think that with my work and what he's done with the coaching and just putting that together and with the team, just helped me out overall just with my game. So I attribute that to not only him but the team and myself. So.
I know that you haven't been on the past 2 tournament teams, but how big of a competitive advantage is it to stay here on the West Coast? Last year, of course, going to Spokane, and now this season you're going to Seattle.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a lot of fans there. That's what I do know. GCU, they travel. They're going to travel for the tournament, so we definitely going to have some fans there. So Maryland's definitely going to see a lot of purple. I'm not sure how Maryland fan base is. I'm not too keen to what they do, but I expect they have some fans as well. But at the end of the day, we just got to do what we got to do to compete, and that's what I'm player.
Have you ever experienced an atmosphere like this at Grand Canyon, a program, the schools?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely, from as far as playing for a team. No, I think TCU, we had some great crowds. Butler was kind of tough because we had COVID that year, but usually they have that type of crowd as well. But as far as going to other places, I mean, I played in pretty much every environment, so I've been used to playing in big crowds, and for me, I love playing in big crowds. It makes me want to play harder, play better. It's just gives you something to wake up to. So it's definitely exciting and definitely a blessing to have that atmosphere. To be able to play for a lot of fans.
How different is Coach Drew's program? How different is it to be a part of this team?
I mean, it's the culture is a winning culture. Everybody in here from top to bottom expects to win and expects to win championships, and that's just something that I'm not as used to. I think TCU, we had a couple of times where we could have maybe been in a tournament run in terms of the Big 12 and maybe won some championships, but in terms of coming in trying to win the regular season, we didn't get to do that, but it was a mentality that we had. And then coming in and winning the tournament, the WAC tournament, and then going into the tournament, we're trying to win. So it's just everything here is a winning culture, and that sits with me well. So that's how I look at it.
In Vegas, Coach Drew talked about, I think, with each OC having to prepare a final year. So I'm curious if you go back to when you committed, kind of what you were expecting, and kind of now to have the opportunity to do, kind of what you wanted to do, if you could reflect on that.
I mean, it went by so quick, so it's kind of crazy to talk about it now. But as far as how I went into coming here into the portal and everything, like coming here and signing myself to GCU, honestly, everything worked out exactly how I planned it to. I wanted to come in and play a bigger role. I wanted to come in and help lead a team to winning the WAC tournament and also getting to the NCAA tournament. And with individual success, I think I did a pretty good job this year of doing that as well, especially within the tournament. So I couldn't ask for more. That's exactly what I wanted, and I was just happy about that. And that's what made that last weekend just feel so good. It's just when you have a plan, you write it down, and you execute it, and you see it, and it happens. It's just a beautiful thing. So definitely a blessing.
I thought you had a great case for WAC Player of the Year. So was that any extra motivation potentially going into Vegas, getting in shape, and then also being MVP, or were you kind of just focused on?
Yeah, I mean the individual inside of me, of course. I always want to compete. I always want to be the best player on the floor. Obviously, Utah Valley had a great year, and Dom Nelson had a great year. So I wasn't too surprised that they picked him because they won the regular season. So that's what he deserves. But at the end of the day, I always felt like I was the best player on the floor, and as should everybody else. And I think I proved it during the tournament. And it's just a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Thanks, JaKobe. Right?
Appreciate y'all.